So in this video I wanted to make a sock bonnet with a Picot edge, and so I tried doing it actually before, and when I hung the hem I hung it slightly incorrectly. So see this go. So basically if you take a look here, the Picot edge should actually look like little bumps. Okay, so it should, the top should actually look, okay, should look basically one lump, another bump all the way along. And if I had folded it correctly, all of these different rings should have been on top, but clearly when I hung the hem I did not count the rows correctly, and that's why they're a little bit lower. I can still use this this sock bonnet, it's not an issue, but I wanted to try and do it actually correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try again. So I've got my hung hem at the bottom. I'm going to do my knitting in the middle, and then I'll do my hung hem with the actual split rings at the top, at the very end. Okay, so I'm just using just basic sock yarn. The tension, again, I'm going to put the tension relatively in the middle for my Legere 47. As I said, I haven't figured out exactly the tension yet. The ticks are kind of faded, so I'm just basically putting it in the middle, or a little bit more so in the middle. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do 10 rows, show you how to do the Picot edge, and then do another 10 rows, and then do the hung hem. Okay. I've shown you in a previous video how to do a hung hem. It's not super difficult, but I guess with the Picot edge I must have miscounted the rows, which is why it's a little bit off. Okay, so right now basically let me readjust the camera and we should get started. Okay, so basically before the video started I had hung my sock bonnet that I picked up from Piper's Knits, and basically did a few rows of waste yarn. I think it was let's see here what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like about 2 to 10 rows of waste yarn. I basically cut off the waste yarn, which was the blue. I strung through my slotted yarn carrier and slotted mast up here to my yarn carrier down here, and basically both of them have been on. All right, I'm going to put them both on this side. Sorry. Okay. So basically what I end up doing is I've marked my 3 o'clock, and my number 1 latch hook basically is always the first one after my 9 o'clock, my 3 o'clock marking. That's what I do for myself as my number 1. So when the yarn comes out, it's coming out so that when it actually hooks into the latch, it's going to hook into that first one after the 3 o'clock mark. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I want to start off with just a regular hung hem. So I'm going to do 20 rows of the regular hung hem. Now I've put my weights on, my buckle weights on already, okay? And it is possible I may have to readjust the buckle at some point because of this work table here, I've got a step. It doesn't go all the way to the floor. Actually, you know what? I'll probably adjust it right now. Let's just do that now so I don't have to adjust it later. Let's see here. Okay, I brought it a little bit higher there. Okay? Alright, so let's turn on. Alright, let's turn on the counter there. Okay? And we're going to go slow for the first one just to make sure that everything catches. Alright. Making sure. And it's looking good. It looks like everything is caught. And for whatever reason, I had to, of course, drop a stitch. Lovely. Okay, I hate dropping stitches. Okay, so let's practice that again. Ad infinitum, infinitum, infinitum. It seems like in every video I end up dropping stitches. Okay, so I am going to grab, let's see here, you're not going to be able to see any, so I'm going to readjust the camera here and we will try this again. Okay? Okay. So we're going to use our latch hook, all right? I have to basically get the, you can see that it has let go, and there is a little tiny loop right there, and I want to catch that loop because it will go all the way to the very bottom. So I am going to try really hard. All right, so let's see if I can catch it here. Or not. So I put the loop behind this hook right here, and then I try, all right, to go through here. No, hold on, I'm going through backwards here. Go through, whoop. There we go. Let's get it going. Okay, so then I do that. It gets caught in the latch, as you can see. I pull it through. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take this loop, put it behind the hook, and I'm going to go to the next one. Oh, sorry. Now, I really don't care how this looks because this is the waste yarn. Okay, oops, sorry. Let's try it. There we go. So one is behind. Oh, So one is under the hook, one is over the hook there, the latch. I'm going to pull that through. All right, I'm going to put that under the latch. I'm going to hold it there, get the next loop in. There we go. There we go. Okay, so one's over the latch, one's under the latch. Pull it through. Okay. One's under the latch, one's over the latch. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. I want to do one last one here. Okay. So I need to do this last one here. So that's under the latch. Let's get the last one here. That's over the hook, under the latch. Pull it through. And am I lucky enough that I can actually put this thing? Okay, so where does this one go here? It will go right here. So I'm going to take this. And it needs to go right here. Okay. So there we go. Okay. And again, this is, because this is waste yarn, I'm not going to care because I'm not going to see this anyways. Okay, so let's see if we can continue this on. All right, I'm going to make my yarn taut. So that is row 1 that we've done. And please tell me we're lucky and this is going to go around properly. Nothing has dropped. Okay, what just dropped? Oh, the clips dropped. Okay. Whew, don't care. Okay. Scared me for a second. Forgot to bring my clips back over. Okay. $18, $19, and $20. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reset my counter. Okay. And so what I want to do basically is, generally speaking, when I start to hang a hem, some of these basically, as I'm pulling this back up, I'm going to remove the weight obviously, but as I pull this back up, some of these actually end up going by mistake over the actual pegs. So what I end up doing basically is I try and lift as many up as I can to try and minimize the amount of droppage, because you can see how much fun, I have in terms of being able to drop stitches. Okay, now I did buy one of these crescent things to actually lift all my needles, and of course I don't tend to use it very often. I prefer, no, let's see, that one lifts, that one lifts, that one does not. Okay, so I'm going to just put all my needles down here. Does this one lift? Yes, it does. Does this one lift? Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Does this one lift? Yes. No. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to try and readjust the camera a little bit for you guys so that you can see me do a little bit of the hung hem. You've already got a video on that if you need to know how to do it correctly. But again, we'll show you a little bit of it and then we'll move on from there. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so I'm going to pick up where the first stitch was, okay, with my good yarn. All right, I'm going to pull that up, and again, try to be very careful not to lift any of these things up over the fact, okay? I know that I started at the first mark right after my 3 o'clock mark, so it'll be this guy right here that gets it, okay? This guy we don't care about. This guy, oh, hold on, no, sorry, I think this guy got brought over here. Remember when I forgot to drop them? I think it got carried over. Okay, so I'm looking for basically the first line that is in the waste yarn there. Okay, so this is the first one here. That is my first one there. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put them on top of that one there. Okay, once you've got the first few done, it's easy to follow along. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put the next few down. All right, this one's going to go here. That one's the next one. Next one. Okay. And of course I used variegated yarn. It's much easier if you're going to use non-variegated yarn, so it's not changing, so you know that I'm looking for the white thread all the way along, for example. Okay? Alright, hold on. Let's see if I can find a better. I don't think I like this one here, but okay, so we got that there. And so now it's going into kind of like a dark, unfortunately a dark blue, which is not great because of course my waste yarn had to be dark blue. Okay? But I'm basically going to do that as far as I can go all the way around. Okay? Now when I start to advance, at some point I'm going to have to start to advance. When I start to advance, I need to put that weight back on, or I need to pull down on the bottom to put some pressure, because if not, then these are going to, a lot of these will end up skipping as I go along. Okay? So let me go as far as I can, and then I'll come back and continue on from there. Okay, so basically I got to around here. I couldn't, I didn't want, I needed to move this around, so I moved the yarn carrier around. It's picked up to there. I put up the rest of the latches there, the needles, and so basically I'm just going to finish basically hooking the rest of these until I get to basically 3 o'clock. Now you've got your tails, okay? So the tails can be buried in here. Now, in my hung hem video, you'll notice, if you've seen it, that I ended up hooking out the tail. You can also, after the fact, kind of go in with the latch hook and then just kind of, you know, hook it and pull it through so that it comes in that way. Okay, so let me just finish off these ones here. Okay, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see what I'm doing here. Unfortunately, the variegated thread that I need to use is still the, oh no, hold on, it's starting to go, no, it's starting to get into the whites. Okay, cool. Alright, so it's a little bit easier for you to see. Okay, I've got to make sure again that I hook. The weight is still off, so I've got to be really careful that nothing ends up causing these to go over, because it's too easy to do that. Okay. Now, having the needles up can be a little bit of a pain because they can get in your way. And you shouldn't, you know, if you're good, I guess you shouldn't have to do this, but I've just learned it is easier for me to do this because I end up dropping somehow stitches, and you will already know my love of trying to pick up drop stitches. They look so easy on the YouTube videos, and yet somehow, I don't know if it's the dyslexic brain or what exactly, but it is hard for me. Alright, so okay, so I'm going to put my belt buckle back on, put the weight, actually the belt buckle is back on. I'm going to put my weight back on before I start advancing it. Okay, and I'm going to have to adjust the belt buckle because it's too low and it's hitting my step, which is not helpful. Alright, so let me put this higher. Okay, that is a bit of a disadvantage with the long sock, you know, is that if you happen to have a lower table, like my other table I was using was quite a bit higher, so I mean, it took me a while definitely to get to that point, but this table, it's a lot lower. Okay, alright, so I'm going to just keep going. What I want to do basically is I want to keep going around until this hung hem Basically, I want to about 3 fingers below whatever your crank is. Okay.